What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Now today we're on our 8 cards only account. This is my mini account, which is at level 6, and now I am in Arena 8. I finally broke 2300 trophies. The next stop is 3000 for the legendary arena, but hopefully I can do that as a level 6, maybe a level 7. I'm going to try to do it as low as a level as possible, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But if you're new to the channel and don't know what this account is, I only have 8 cards on this account that I'm allowed to upgrade, which is the Hog Rider, my Goblins, Valkyrie, Zap Spell, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Musketeer, Minions, and the Fireball. I can use any card I want. Let's say I wanted to use the Prince. I could use it if I wanted to, but I can't actually upgrade it. So if I wanted to use any other card, I had to use it as a level 1. So this is the deck that I'm rocking right now, and what got me all the way to Arena 8 as a level 6. If you guys want to go ahead and try it out, feel free to do so. I'll let you guys copy it on the screen right now. It has been working out pretty well for me. If we go ahead and check out my attack log, the last 2 battles were actually friendly battles, so let's go ahead and ignore those. I did actually lose right here against a level 7 giant deck, but before that I won 4 battles in a row, getting me up to 2300 trophies. Unfortunately, those battles were a few days ago, so I can't actually show you those replays, but we will go ahead and do some live battles in today's video. I'm not exactly sure when this video is going to go up because my power keeps going off and on due to Hurricane Matthew, but hopefully I can get it up on time today, and hopefully you guys do enjoy it nonetheless. So make sure you guys smash that like button down below if you're excited for this video. But now let's go ahead and jump into my very first live battle in about 4 days in the Frozen Peak Arena, or whatever it's called. This guy's at 2300 trophies. He's a level 9 and we are only a level 6, so this ought to be an interesting battle. He's going to start off by dropping down a bowler behind his left tower, so instead of countering that, I'm going to go ahead and drop down my Hog Rider on the right, and his Zap just one-shotted my minions, so this is definitely going to be an interesting battle for us. Right now I have a level 1 bowler on my left lane and a level 9 wall breaker coming down my right lane. So to counter the bowler, I'm going to drop down my Mini P.E.K.K.A, and to counter this bomber, I'm going to go ahead and drop down my Valkyrie, which did do the trick. Let's go ahead and throw some goblins behind that Valkyrie. The Mini P.E.K.K.A did finish off that bowler, and now he's running towards the left lane, but he countered both of my pushes right there. So now to counter this, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to go ahead and drop down my Musketeer in the middle, get my Zap ready just in case, but the other Musketeer actually locked onto my left tower, so she's going to do a lot of damage over there. Can't really do much about that, but I am going to drop down my level 6 Hog Rider in front of my Musketeer for now. Hopefully he can make it to the tower. The Musketeer is also going to lock onto that tower. Maybe we can do a lot of damage right here. He wasted that Zap spell, so now I can drop my minions whenever I want. The Hog Rider and that Musketeer dropped that tower to 450 hit points. Let's go ahead and counter this wall breaker right here, or the bomber, not a wall breaker, with our minions. They went ahead and took him out. But now we need to deal with this Valkyrie, which shouldn't be too hard. I'm just going to go ahead and drop down a Valkyrie of my own, and also drop down my Mini P.E.K.K.A on his level 7 giant. He's also throwing in a goblin barrel, so let's go ahead and get our Zap ready. There goes his goblins, and now my Mini P.E.K.K.A is finishing off that giant, but not before it does get quite a few shots off on our tower. He dropped down our left lane to 550 hit points, but we now have a push going down his left lane. He went ahead and zapped the goblins, but my Mini P.E.K.K.A makes it all the way to that tower and gets off 2 shots. Let's go ahead and counter his Musketeer with our Musketeer. She is 2 levels lower, but we also have our tower helping us out. They actually went ahead and canceled each other out, and now he dropped down another bowler behind his left lane. Let's drop down our Valkyrie as well as our Hog Rider. This push right here should take out his right lane tower. He's going to counter with a bomber and a Valkyrie and a goblin barrel right there. Let's go ahead and zap all that, and my Hog Rider finishes off that tower. Let's drop down my minions to finish off his bowler, and I'm also going to drop down my Musketeer to prepare for this push down my right lane. But he dropped down another bowler behind that level 7 Musketeer, so to counter that I dropped down my Valkyrie, but unfortunately his Musketeer did lock onto our left lane tower, dropped that tower down to 20 hit points, and now the giant is about to finish it off. So let's go ahead and fireball that Valkyrie as well as the bomber. The fireball did take out the bomber, but not quite the Valkyrie, so the Mini P.E.K.K.A will finish her off. At the same time, let's drop down our Hog Rider and a Musketeer as well as some goblins in here. That bowler will probably take out our goblins, but the Mini P.E.K.K.A makes it to the tower almost. Musketeer does lock on though, drops it to 1000 hit points, and now we are in overtime. So we really need to prepare for this push. I'm going to go ahead and throw down my fireball to take out all that stuff right there. Let's also go ahead and zap his goblin barrel, drop down some minions, drop down my P.E.K.K.A as well. He's got a huge push coming in here. I'm not exactly sure if I can counter this. The giant is on my tower, but that Mini P.E.K.K.A took out the Musketeer and the bowler over there. Let's go ahead and throw down a Hog Rider in front of this push as well as a Musketeer right here. Maybe she can lock onto the tower after that Valkyrie is taken out. The Hog Rider did make it to the tower, but only got off 1 shot, unfortunately, and dropped that tower to 800 hit points. So it looks like he has given up on the 3 crown. He's sending his giant down our right lane, but time is about to run out, so let's go ahead and send in our Hog Rider one last time to see if we can get this tower. He was ready for that push though, so he went ahead and dropped down his Valkyrie. It does not look like we're going to get this left lane tower, and the match is going to end with a 1-1 draw. Now I'm not going to lie, I am kind of rusty on this account. I haven't played on it in a few days, but at least we didn't lose any trophies. However, we do have Sparky on this account if you guys do remember me uploading that video, and I did make a deck with it. I haven't tried it out yet, so let's go ahead and try out Sparky for the very first time on this account. I decided to throw in a giant skeleton in front of Sparky because I thought that would be the best option. I could throw in a level 1 Prince, maybe a level 1 giant, or even my level 6 Hog Rider, but let's go ahead and see what the giant skeleton can do first. Having the giant skeleton as well as Sparky, both of them being 6 elixir cards, is definitely going to make this deck a little bit heavier. We're also going up against another level 9 right here. This time this guy isn't even at 2300 trophies, so hopefully we don't lose a lot of trophies. It looks like this guy is a spawner user. He drops down a goblin hut behind his tower. Let's go ahead and drop down some minions behind ours, as well as a giant skeleton in front of this musketeer for now. This looks like a pretty decent push, but then again, he could just throw a fireball and take out everything behind my giant skeleton. Instead, he's going to go ahead and drop down some minions and that wizard right there. However, I zapped those minions, and now my musketeer is focused on that wizard. The giant bomb does go off and does so much damage to that right lane tower. The musketeer also locks on and drops it down to 1300 hit points. But now he drops down a barbarian hut right next to that goblin hut. So for now, let's go ahead and try to defend this. I'm going to drop down, I think I'm going to drop down Sparky behind this Valkyrie to see what he can do. Except he fireballs it, so that probably wasn't the best placement. Should have waited a few more seconds. Not exactly sure what Sparky's going to do against all of these spear goblins. Might not have been the best move. I was just hoping he would take out all of these barbarians. I guess that shot right there was a pretty good one. Let's go ahead and throw down our mini P.E.K.K.A. as well as some goblins behind our right lane tower. He was so focused on Sparky over there, he completely ignored our troops, and we got his right lane tower. His minions are doing some damage to our tower though. I did zap them so they didn't do too much. But now our right lane tower is at 1000 hit points, and he has 6 barbarians coming down our right lane. So let's go ahead and stop that giant push with one giant skeleton right there. As soon as those barbarians cross that bridge, they're all going to get blown up by that giant bomb, and there they go. But now he's continuing to drop down his spawners behind that left lane tower. So let's go ahead and drop down our Valkyrie to see how much damage she can do. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and drop down Sparky down the right lane as he drops down another barbarian hut and a level 7 giant. Now what I'm hoping right here is that he wastes way too much elixir coming down that left lane, so we can go ahead and take advantage of it, push down the right lane instead, and maybe get this 3 crown. I do understand, however, that he has quite a bit of troops coming down our left lane, and his minion horde is going to do a lot of damage to our tower. However, the giant skeleton does make it all the way to his tower, and it looks like as soon as he goes down, we are going to get that 3 crown. The giant bomb does blow up right about now. Oh no, we almost got that 3 crown, but we didn't. His tower was at 116 hit points. I thought the bomb was going to blow it up, but instead he ended up 3 crowning us. So that was probably our fault right there. His minion horde definitely screwed up our push. We almost won that battle, but unfortunately we lost. That was a pretty decent deck, however. Maybe it will do better against other battles. But for now, I think I'm going to go ahead and switch back to our main deck. So we walked out of this video with a draw and a loss. I'm a little bit rusty on this account, but I had to upload it because since my power is out, I don't have any Wi-Fi and I can't play on my main account, which is on my iPad. Nonetheless, hopefully you guys still enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button down below. For me hitting Arena 8 as a level 6, hopefully I can hit the Legendary Arena as a level 6 as well, but I might need to be at least a level 7 for that. I will keep you guys updated though. Make sure you follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. Let me know if you want more videos on this account. I can bring those to you if you guys would like that. If not, I'll go ahead and keep uploading on my main account. Anyway, that's enough talking for me. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.